Hello world, this is ComputerHeat. It's another episode of Hello World series. Well, more or less, it's just me here. Kilrathi Soldier is off somewhere else, probably because it's pretty early in the morning. And I've got a rather old replay that I'm going to have a look at. This is a game between FestiveLongJohns and NorthWestFresh. And yeah, just hit and play, see how this one goes. I downloaded this replay about, I guess the beginning of April, and there hasn't been a patch that's broken it yet. So I've just been keeping this one in the back pocket for a long time, and having a bit of difficulty finding some replays I've been wanting to watch. Or no, that's not true. Found plenty of replays I've wanted to watch, and been some rather uninspiring games I've seen recently. So there are a couple of shoutcasts that are actually in the can, but I doubt they'll ever see the light of day. I'm hoping this one will be awesome. So, FestiveLongJohns is the co-host of RNG Arena together with Iceman Joker, and NorthWestFresh is, well, he's just NorthWestFresh. Streams every once in a while. Both of these players are from the United States. NorthWestFresh I know mainly for just using all kinds of crazy strategies that you never see anybody else use. And FestiveLongJohns I haven't seen play all that much. He does stream every once in a while, but I haven't seen enough of his games to tell you if he's got a particular strategy that's kind of signature to him. So right now we can see he's doing something a bit unusual, which is just spamming Ostrupen. And Ostrupen, although not nearly as weak as they used to be, with the improved, well, quote unquote improved cover-seeking behavior, they'll get their accuracy bonus much more easily and more often. But they really struggle against riflemen who can just out DPS them so easily. But going heavy Ostrupen and then getting yourself a half track can be quite good. We'll see if FestiveLongJohns does that. He's not building anything yet. He has his tier 1 up, and oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh. Alright. And we have the first, fighting pit going up for NorthWestFresh. It looks like he's probably going to turn that into an upgraded fighting pit just to cover this fuel point. Perhaps he's worried about losing that. I thought that maybe he'd be building that in a more central position and just have his rear echelon sit inside it, but it looks like they're going to garrison inside. Kind of a strange choice. I thought he would want them to be running around and capturing territory, but I guess he's just really wants to ensure that he doesn't lose control of that at the beginning of the game. Losing control of your fuel as US can be death, and wow, a sniper already. So, okay, I said I didn't know much about FestiveLongJohn's play, but it's not entirely true. I know that he loves the sniper, because he and I have talked about that. And sniper can be quite good against US if used properly, and this is a decent map for it. It's pretty easy to retreat. There's lots of cover there, even at the beginning of the match, where you can keep your sniper invisible, but I think he's going to need to get himself maybe a machine gun just to help prevent his sniper from getting rushed so quickly. New squad of rear echelons are out. The sniper is about to move up to take his first shot, and this rifle squad's in a bit of danger. With as low health as they've gotten, there's the first shot from the sniper. NorthWestFresh, if he's paying attention, should know about it now. A second sniper from FestiveLongJohns. Very interesting. If NorthWestFresh rushes a vehicle, he'll have a pretty good chance of killing them both immediately, especially an AA half-track. FestiveLongJohns has access to the Panzerfaust because he has, well, Ostrup would have those, and because he built tier 1, he's able to, he's teched up and will be able to use those. FestiveLongJohns is actually pushing out pretty effectively. There's the upgrade on the fighting position, but he has got another squad of Austrian coming up here to take this territory point, which is going to cut off the fuel point. which is a good thing to remember on this map. Just you can even hide a squad up behind these trees and just come out and decap that every time it's taken. That's a really annoying thing that I like to do when playing as Soviets. Just keep a combat engineer squad up here to come down, lay a demo charge, and run back. It's extremely cheesy, but it can work. Alright. Snipers taking fire on the riflemen who are trying to capture the fuel point away from Festive. And the second sniper's coming up. He's going to be very exposed where he is. He doesn't have any other infantry squads spotting. Wow, the two snipers fire from different angles, and that's going to force the rifle squad to retreat or be annihilated. NorthWestFresh will probably just leave this rifle squad back here in the hopes that the snipers will try to get too close and he can just jump in and get an easy kill. So the snipers in the last patch got a really big change, just in terms of huge health buff. They used to have, I think it was 40 health, and I think they now have 82, which gives them slightly more health, just 2 more health than a regular infantryman. Although I think Austrian may have less health than your average infantryman. And yeah, so that allows them to do things like take a mortar directly on top of their heads and not get killed. But more importantly, they don't die immediately to the first thing that looks at them. M20 is out, well, is about to be out now from NorthWestFresh, and this is something that FestiveLongJohns is going to have to be extremely careful about. He's going to have to keep his... Alright, there's the tier 2. He's going to have to keep his Osttruppen in at least one Osttruppen squad nearby his snipers for the probably for the rest of the game, as long as this M20 is around. There's an S minefield on NorthWestFresh cutoff, and looks like he knows about it. There's minesweepers upgrading here, but he's okay. Good. Rear echelon stopped. They discovered the mines, and none of them got tripped. So very good by NorthWestFresh, and notice that. M20 has arrived, coming up onto the field, and it's going to do tons of damage if it can just kite effectively. It's really, really deadly against Austrian, and it can easily chase down and kill the snipers. But he is going to have to be careful of getting swarmed. Flamethrowers coming up into the center. Oh, those double snipers are nasty. I feel like I'm watching Company of Heroes 1 game. Mortar out as well for Festive. And, ooh, my game is hanging. Well, we'll see if it recovers. Mortar out for FestiveLongJohns. He built tier 2, so he'll be able to get himself a pack if he wants. But I think he's probably going to go for Panzer Grenadiers with Panzer Shreks instead of that. Now let's have a look at what NorthWestFresh is doing. Looks like he's saving up to get himself a major. Oh, wow, actually a 222, very interesting. Sniper gets into cover. NorthWestFresh probably saw that, and now he's taking shots at the sniper in the house. Well, the church, the God house. Damaged engine on the M20. If the squad gets out and starts repairing it, well, actually, you probably can't do that because he'll just get shot down by the snipers. He's got the road bonus working for him right now, so it looks like the M20 will get away. The 221 has arrived. Not upgrading yet, but that will that'll be a threat to the M20. Reused assets. There's some nice kiting right there. And this should be, provided these vehicles stay alive for more than about 20 seconds, this should be a fun light vehicle battle. But this bazooka can make short work of the 222. It's going to need to back away. Festive really needs to get that thing moving. The bazooka fires again. He's going to lose that. And that's why the 222 still sucks. Oh, God. To be honest, it was a bit late. I'm surprised that he went for it at all. It's kind of a... with good timing, you can get that thing out a bit earlier than Festive did, and used to try to bully a bunch of riflemen. But yeah, coming at this point of the match, I think it was a bit too late. So there was a squad of Ostrich that went down somewhere. FestiveLongJohns is recapping the fuel point down at the bottom, and I hope that I'll be able to spot some Ostrupen reinforcing by the 251 by the half track, because they reinforce so quickly. It's one of the things that often gets suggested to players when they're asking for help against things like Soviet sniper spam. Is actually the half track plus Ostrupen is a pretty decent combination, since it's just really hard to kill Ostrupen when they're near that thing, because they can just reinforce so goddamn fast. Major up for NorthWestFresh, and well, he doesn't have both fuels under control anymore. He did briefly, and his control of the top fuel has been pretty much uncontested. He just has to worry about getting it cut off. Let's see where this thing is. Oh, sniper's continuing to do work. 10 kills on one, 6 on the other. Not bad. I sort of thought he would have more than that by this point, actually. There's another several kills. Oh, and now with the Vet 1 ability on the sniper unlocked. Wow, this is a unit I haven't seen in a long time. The upgraded flamethrowers on the half track. So one thing I learned from FestiveLongJohns is that the incendiary round on the sniper, okay, when you toggle this ability, the sniper reloads and fires. That I knew. The thing that he taught me is that it has 100% accuracy. Actually, I mean, it probably has like 100,000% accuracy, since that's how those kind of calculations work in this game. But it means that if you can catch like a single man retreating, a squad that's down to one man retreating, and you have sufficient time. So for example, if it's running down the road here, your sniper is sitting by the bushes over here, and the squad's running along, if you trigger the incendiary explosive rounds, you're guaranteed to hit it, and it will kill the last man of the squad. Airborne picked for NorthWestFresh, and he's airdropped himself an AT gun and gotten himself some paratroopers as well. So, conventional commander choice, but I think this is, I mean, it's the best commander for US, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinions. He's getting the light machine gun upgrade. I was kind of hoping that we would see some Thompsons on paratroopers in this match, since this is one of the best maps on which to use the submachine gun upgrade. I don't believe there have been any infantry upgrades. No smoke, though honestly there isn't really a reason to use smoke, since Festive isn't using machine guns at all. Nice kiting of the M20. I don't know why Festive's got his snipers so far up there. And one thing I haven't seen from him yet is any healing. So his Ostrupen are taking a ton of damage, and they die pretty quickly already. He did spend a lot of munitions early on, which haven't really paid off. Oh, Teller mines swept, very nice. NorthWestFresh got sweepers on both of his rear echelon squads, and when you're playing against someone who's using the Ostrupen commander, it's even more important than usual to get that, because the fuel to munitions transferability, the Auster player is just going to be able to spam those mines all day long. Sherman is in production from NorthWestFresh, and I'd say seems to be very much in the stronger position right now. FestiveLongJohns has more, well, they're about equal in terms of squads of infantry, or just units in general, but NorthWestFresh just has better units than Festive at the moment. Festive's got his first real squad of well, I consider real squad of infantry in this form of this grenadier with the light machine gun upgrade. Oh, damaged engine on the utility car, but this vehicle crew will probably just use their super glue, get back in, and drive off. Oh man, I feel like I'm watching Sunday Night Fights. Oh no! AT gun gets a nice quick shot onto the half track. Looks like it'll get away, although it takes a ton of damage in the process. Wow, I didn't think that would inflict such damage just from one shot. Pioneers are back in base. Need to get up and start fixing that half track. I'd really like to see a bunker going down. It looks like maybe that's what's happening. FestiveLongJohns has tech to tier 3, so perhaps he's not going to repair that right away. Sherman gets discovered by the pack. Starts taking some shots at the snipers. He's done a very good job of keeping these alive while also doing some good damage with them. But I figure it's just kind of a matter of time before they get wiped out by something. M8A1 is a particularly nasty unit against them with its uncanny accuracy. I'm not sure these Austrians are going to be able to force the paratroopers away. They jump out of the house for some reason. I guess NorthWestFresh decided he wasn't getting good enough angle, but now his squads are out of cover entirely. You can see the flamethrower do some nasty work here. Oh, it's so badly damaged. Even the just the Vet 1 rifle squad is enough to... Wow. Wow. Oh, I really did not see that coming. That light machine gun is going to be nasty on these Austruppen, assuming they can complete the larceny and with their lives. Let them quickly net Vet 2. We just heard some explosions in the center of the map, and it looks like a rear echelon squad. Yeah, rear echelon squad died. I'm not sure what killed them. Something set off those mines. What was it? A couple of mistakes by NorthWestFresh, who had been playing so well. I mean, he's been able to keep most of his stuff in pretty good health, but losing that paratrooper squad was really unnecessary. I think it must have just been a misclick where he didn't retreat that squad immediately, but rather moved them out of cover. They just get gunned down. Pack has cleared the bunker that was over there, and oh, the snipers need to try to not get hit by any scatter shots. Gonna need to see some fancy driving by this Sherman to get away from this AT gun, or some reinforcements coming in, but I don't see anything anywhere. There's this one squad of riflemen. They're coming up to the... try to get a flank on the pack. The AT gun is... not sure where it's going. With only 4-man squads against the fast-firing German snipers, these AT guns are extremely vulnerable. This sniper's rather hurt, and both of them are retreating as the M20 utility car comes up on the flank. Pack not on hold fires, firing at the riflemen. Might get flanked here, but there's a P4 coming up the road as well to meet the M20. Oh, Pack is cleared out. Is NorthWestFresh really going to try to steal this? That's suicide. He totally should not do that. Oh, there's way too much nearby. Luckily for him, most of this minefield got cleared out, so he doesn't have to worry about hitting that. And I'm really surprised to not see another squad of pioneers for FestiveLongJohns, just to help with the repairs a little bit, and also just to put minesweepers on them. This M20 has been alive for a really, really long time, and I don't think that NorthWestFresh has been laying mines, probably because he knows his opponent is not going to have a whole lot of vehicles if he's using the fuel to munitions transfers. But oh, P4 versus Sherman, AT gun backup. This P4 is not going to win the fight, and it needs to back away. Wow, it's getting really unlucky with its hits. Grenadiers move into a position to secure the retreat path, and oh, a pack is recovered. Grenadiers have to pull back to the half track, which has finally been repaired at least a little bit. NorthWestFresh calls in some new paratroopers. Good call. And let's have a little review of the armies. Still, no healing for FestiveLongJohns. I don't understand this. I don't understand this at all. I mean, when you've only got the Austrian at the early game, I guess it's forgivable, but he needs to keep his snipers alive. They're such a huge investment. 720 manpower between the two of them. You really want them to stay alive for the entire game, doing damage the whole time, so that they can pay for themselves. It takes a long time for that to occur. I mean, it's a little bit quicker against US than it is against Soviets, where you have to kill about, I don't know, 10,000 conscripts before you can justify the cost of that sniper. Excellent against shock troops, though. AT gun's cleared out by the combination of the Grenadiers and the sniper. Grenadiers are not actually in cover. Oh, this could be a really nasty shot from the Sherman, but it misses, and the Sherman should probably get off the ice. It's getting mortared right now. He doesn't want to lose that to something like that. The AT gun, you should know that the pack is in the vicinity. And the Sherman is now in range. Oh boy, both snipers are on the road in negative cover. One of them dies. I think if it had been at full health, it might actually have survived that. I'm not sure what the damage on the high explosive rounds for the Sherman is. Oh, this Sherman is way too brave right now. Here comes the Faust on it. The pack is going to be able to move up probably and get an extra shot or two on there. P4 still hasn't been repaired yet. The Pioneers have just been... what is up with these Pioneers? Is that a destroyed main gun on here? No, just... okay. Just kind of looks like that. Flamethrower half-track is on the chase again. Back in the old days, it lasted for like the first 8 months of this game. The Vet 2 flamethrower half-track was basically an unkillable army wiper. Thankfully that got toned down quite a lot. New P4 in production. I still think that Festive should get himself some more Pioneers. He does have a healing bunker up, but because his squads, they can only heal 3 guys at a time. The sniper's getting fixed up now, though. That's nice to see. And P4 is like, come on, fix me up, medics. Alright, here we go. So, 2 Shermans now, 2 P4s. Should have a nice medium armor battle. One thing that's fun to see about these commanders is there are no heavy tanks. I feel like so many of the games I've watched recently have just been heavy tank versus heavy tank versus heavy tank. You know, endless streams of IS-2s versus either King Tigers and Panthers, or just Tigers and Panthers. Well, nobody ever gets Panthers in a 1v1. Oh, these Austrian are getting murdered right here. Oh, down to 1 guy. They need to retreat. They've got that wonderful stolen machine gun. They don't want to lose that. The mortar is apparently been attached to the pack and is firing off of there. That that whole thing goes down to like a grenade from the rifleman, I'm gonna be greatly amused. Oh boy, this could be the end of the flamethrower half-track, but oh, NorthWestFresh retreats both of his rifle squads before throwing out an AT grenade. Now with a damaged engine on this Sherman, the the 251 is free to just go buck wild and chase after these two squads. P4 comes up as well to try to finish off the Sherman. Here come the two rifle squads again. Flamethrower half-track is here to meet them. One squad goes down. The other squad will probably go down if the flamethrower keeps following. Sherman got destroyed as well. AT gun has rotated to fire, and I think we're going to see the end of this half-track. Panzerfaust queued up to fire. Big casualties going off. Oh. On that Grenadier squad, they retreat down to one man. And it looks like the now Vet 3 251 flamethrower half-track is going to escape. Two P4s are in position. Probably going to be able to clear out this AT gun from the front. The single sniper is taking shots on this rifle squad, which is attempting to get off an AT grenade. There it goes, destroys the half-track. The dude totally freaks out and then launches halfway across the map. That was pretty cool to see. And NorthWestFresh has been forced back into his base. This is going to give FestiveLongJohns a chance to retake most of the map. His map control has not been particularly fantastic for a long time. That was a break that he needed to get back into this game. He's been seriously on the back foot for a long time. And now he's going to be able to get a little bit more map control. Let's have a look at his tech. I'm wondering if he's going to tech up. He actually had a lot of fuel. He just spent some of it, I believe. Oh no. No, he didn't. Taking the bottom fuel, got that back under control. He could probably take the top one as well, but he's wisely focusing the VPs instead. He's building lots of incomplete minefields. This is kind of a strange spot. Ow. Oh, flamethrower explodes as well. This Pioneer squad could die. And that is it. No more repairs for FestiveLongJohns until he replaces that. But don't take too much damage on these P4s right now, dude. Double AT guns. Those shots both missed. But, against the Vet 0 and Vet 1 P4s, it's pretty, they're pretty decent. They've got that nice range boost as well that you get for spending a few munitions. The sniper is just so good against the US AT guns. It just takes 3 shots to clear out one of those. And or a mortar. So one AT gun is cleared out. The other one is, oh, Jesus Christ, another hit from the mortar clears that one out. Second hit clears it out entirely, and now Festive is probably going to move up and attack, move, destroy these AT guns. P4's moved up. Maybe it's not going to take the shots. Maybe it is. NorthWestFresh. That's his tanks going on a bit of a flanking mission. I don't think I've seen a single AT mine from this M20, which I think is a really big mistake. He's been facing a lot of vehicles from his opponent, despite him going Austrian. And he has not seen a single minesweeper. Where is that sniper? Sniper should be up here doing work. There it is. Fails to kill that one-man rifle squad. Oh, rifle grenade onto the other AT gun, clears that out, and NorthWestFresh is just taking huge casualties trying to recover these AT guns. FestiveLongJohns is not choosing to take them for himself. There we go, he does take one. Getting both of them is probably overkill. He should consider just destroying the remaining one. As his army's getting pretty close to pop cap. New half-track in production. I would actually like to see him tech up to tier 4, just because. One-man Austrian squad retreating. He should probably just keep these Panzer Grenadiers back. They're going to take damage against the facing off against these paratroopers. I keep them back. Get vet by shooting at the Shermans and the like. New half-track has arrived. Possibly just for more forward reinforcement. Suppose we'll see. FestiveLongJohns has got lots and lots of fuel, so he can use the redistribute resources ability whenever he chooses. There's some damage done on the anti-tank gun. These Panzer Grenadiers should probably just be told to attack, move, destroy it. And there goes the order. Down it goes. Alright guys, time to back away. Your duty is done. Don't clump up there and get killed by the Sherman. Oh, the completely predictable results. Man, if this Sherman gets sunk in this little puddle right here, certainly seen tanks sinking less. It's always so frustrating when you see a tank sink in like this or this. Like, how is there even enough room for an elephant to fit underwater there? NorthWestFresh pushing back into the center of the map, and looking at the VPs are actually dead even at the moment. This match, I think, FestiveLongJohns has the advantage at the moment, but NorthWestFresh is not someone who gives up easily. Ah, utility car mine finally starting to go down. Nope, he cancels that and drives off, and I think that's going to be the end of this M20. Boom. I give that death flight just a 1 out of a 10. 28 kills in this sniper. It's getting shot as it tries to back up through heavy snow. Mortar, he's going to be forced to relocate. Hopefully he's not going to lose it. That vet 2 is really nice. Oh, down to 1 man. Just retreat. He's reinforcing as he backs away. These grenadiers are also probably reinforcing. No, they're about to get killed as well. Down they go. They die. A squad of paratroopers drops right into the middle of the action. Are they going to throw a grenade or something? What are they even doing up in here? Just taking heavy casualties. And they might even get killed before they come. What the? AT gun comes all the way up here. I mean, the Sherman came up as well to try to poke in. It took a bunch of damage and was forced to back away. This is just a real bloody engagement, but not a lot of tactical subtlety going on. Rifle grenade bounces off the front of the P4. I don't think the P4 is going to try to pursue. Wow, that was an attack that very much smacked of desperation on NorthWestFresh's part. That paradrop right into the middle of all of Festive's forces is questionable. So NorthWestFresh, lots of fuel, a little light on manpower. It's going to be even worse off after that last attack. He does still have one of his Shermans. He lost his M20, but he has plenty of fuel enough to be able to call in whatever vehicle he wants. Just saving up the manpower is going to be difficult, and FestiveLongJohns should take this advantage and take as much territory as he can. If he can get this bottom VP, that would be great. He is also a little hurt for manpower, but that's because he keeps buying more units. He lost quite a bit in that fight too. He lost his solitary grenadier squad. They'd gotten to vet 3. They had their light machine gun. Would have been a very nice unit to have kept alive, but I'm actually a little surprised he didn't put anything in the church, although the paratrooper grenades are pretty good. Looks like a big attack move blob coming out of NorthWestFresh's base. Hasn't taken too much damage yet. He should spread it out to try to minimize the amount of damage that the P4 can do, and I'm a little surprised to not see the incendiary round used from FestiveLongJohns' sniper. That could really stun a whole bunch of these squads. Wow, that was a big bundle grenade. The sniper is now backing away a little bit, 34 kills. And that is a decisively repulsed attack there. Minimal casualties for FestiveLongJohns. Just also to note, cutting off the fuel sector once again. While that attack was going on, NorthWestFresh sent out a squad to the bottom of the map and a squad to the top just to try to harass those sectors, cut off Festive from some resources, and take down the VPs where he can. Again, the VPs are still very even despite FestiveLongJohns being at a pretty commanding position at the moment. Jackson is in production. That's going to be really good against these P4s. The buff that it got, the Jackson was already excellent against P4s, but now it's, well, it's just even that much better. Oh, charmed life of that Austrian squad has now come to an end. It drops its machine gun once again. Looks like these grenadiers are going to go try to pick it up. Good hit and run by the Sherman there. See if it can get away to safety and get some repairs in. Oh, the rear echelon squad does manage to lower the fuel point. It looks like they are going to maybe escape with their lives. Probably not. Now they're going to have two machine guns firing at them. See the MG42 in his hands and the M1919 in the other. Not quite enough time to get off the Panzerfaust onto the Jackson. Where did that Sherman go? Oh, that's interesting. The M20 crew that's inside the Sherman. I guess NorthWestFresh must have switched them just to try to get an earlier Vet 1 on the Sherman. Oh, these Grenadiers really just pull back. At risk of dropping, well, dropping the machine guns again. The sniper also caught in the heavy snow, but with his additional health, he ought to be able to escape no problem. So the mortar did survive that big fight. It's got 15 kills now. It's cleared out a couple of AT guns. I don't think it's been doing too much damage to the rifleman squads, but every time there's an AT gun, it's just bam, 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 hammered down mortars on top of it. FestiveLongJohns trying to put in the triple cap on his opponent. He's at least going to be able to decap that territory. I don't know if NorthWestFresh will get brave enough to try to push up. He doesn't know where the P4s are. He also apparently doesn't know that they're in pretty bad state of repair. It's a very good thing that FestiveLongJohns got those pioneers. Jackson will just take chunks of health out of those P4s. One of them has gotten a Vet 2, so it's got its armored skirts and it'll have a bit more survivability. Although, to be honest, I'm not sure how much of a difference that will make against the Jackson. Can't remember if it's an armor buff that it gets, or if it's a health buff. But you may see the Jackson put in its first shots. Oh, with the Sherman here as well to block and chase, this could be a dead P4. P4 pops Blitzkrieg. Oh, and the Sherman misses the block. Another miss as well, and this Jackson needs to turn around. Oh, he's not able to escape out of the range of that Panzerfaust, and there's a damaged engine on him. Make sure that's damaged, not destroyed. Yeah, just regular engine damage. The pack is, well, the actual pack is moving up to put in some rounds. FestiveLongJohns getting himself a third P4. Panther is usually a bit overkill against US, but it is very, very good against Jacksons, as there's now a second Jackson in production, and 2 Jacksons just melt any kind of medium armor from Wehrmacht. Well, you know, P4 never a bad choice. NorthWestFresh has been spending so many of his munitions, although, to be honest, I'm not really sure on what. He has not used a single rocket strafe this entire game. If he had a little bit more manpower in the bank, I would think that the munitions cache could actually be useful for him. But it will be interesting if that P-47 gets popped at the right time. It could kill like 4 vehicles. And considering how clumped up FestiveLongJohns tends to be around this church, which is in surprisingly pristine condition for 40 minutes into this match. Oh, huge hit from the Jackson. But a P-47 strafe could do tons of collateral damage. Wow, a Bet-3 sniper with 37 kills, not something you see a whole lot. Half track goes down to the Jackson. Pack is in very bad shape. This Jackson could actually go down here, probably will. The Panzer Grenadiers are excellent counter to the Jackson. It's got very squishy tank, very little armor, and once it gets a damaged engine like that, the Panzer Grenadiers, even walking through heavy snow, can basically just walk up on top of it. Wow. NorthWestFresh is extremely lucky to not lose this tank there, and it looks like the other Jackson sank right at the edge of the water. I was saying that NorthWestFresh was playing a bit too ballsy, driving around on the ice so much, and he's paid the price for it now. That's a huge loss. If he waited just a little bit longer to make that attack, he'd be able to use the P-47 strike. It's now available to him. And against these 3 low health P4s, he could have gotten some decisive blows in there. He may send this Sherman in just to scout for the P-47 strike. Here it comes. Moving up to the center. Does it even have the right kind of armor loaded? I don't think it does. It's using its high explosive rounds. They're just exploding harmlessly on the front of these P4s. Some munitions spent somewhere, I'm not sure on what. Probably duct tape? No. New Sherman in production. Both vehicles getting repaired over at the top. And what did NorthWestFresh spend that munitions on? Dunno. Now, 2 squads now of Pioneers. One of them just arriving on the map will help keep the P4s in better state of repair. That's one really big advantage you have in playing as US over Wehrmacht, is the ability of all of the vehicles to repair themselves. There's the time advantage that you can get from that between engagements. You'll be ready before your opponent is almost every single time. So even if you have parity in terms of armor, just the repair parity, the German player is not going to be able to catch up to you, while also keeping a diverse army. Oh, paratroopers just getting squished. Off they go. Back to base. I don't think that these low health P4s want to chase after them. Festive is going to have to play very, very defensively until he can get his P4s fixed up again. There are there's a Jackson and 2 Shermans, and yeah, all together they'll be able to just focus down the P4s very, very quickly. So 1 P4 is back up to full health. Where are the others? They're both awaiting repairs. Not sure where the other Pioneer squad is. Oh, nasty hit there. Nearly kills that Pioneer squad. That's one of the problems of losing your vetted pioneers. At vet 3, they don't take damage while or they don't take extra damage while they're repairing. They do take damage. NorthWestFresh's infantry is getting pushed back before it's having an opportunity to clear out these pack guns. Well, pack and stolen 57. And that's problematic, as he's able to push forward, do a little bit of damage, but then the AT guns reposition and just chase him back once again. New half-track in production. I was just wondering what FestiveLongJohns was going to do to keep his field presence up. Thought he might build a command bunker over by the church. Well, he's got plenty of fuel. Plenty of resources, period, actually. No further tech from him. And I wonder if we'll see anything like a... You know, captain could be interesting. Get a pack howitzer. Just to bombard position that the FestiveLongJohns likes to stay in. Although against the Vet 3 German mortar, bit dangerous. And Mayday 1, if he's able to save up a good amount of fuel and manpower, could be useful as well. And if he can keep all of his tanks and tank destroyers alive. Yeah, NorthWestFresh has no indirect fire at all, and I think that's really hampering his ability to deal with these AT guns. And that's really what's holding him back from pushing these P4s off the field in a timely fashion. He's had such a long time where the P4s were so badly damaged. They're now getting back up to full health. And okay, grenades. That could be useful for throwing down tons of smoke. But I still think NorthWestFresh may just want to use this P47 strafe. The opportunity for that to really be nasty is past. Oh god. PGs. Oh, I don't think there's any unit that's suffered more from the cover-seeking behavior changes as Panzer Grenadiers. Although, maybe Maxims. God, but when you have something that you want to go fight a tank that's shooting high explosive rounds at you, you really don't want all your guys to jump up behind one little tombstone. Ugh. 3 of those PGs down in one shot from the Sherman. It's again the utterly predictable result. The other tanks from NorthWestFresh are getting repaired. I don't know where they are, and I don't want to look away from this fight. I'm gonna guess they're off by the minor cutoff on the bottom side of the map. Here comes the P47 strafe. Oh. Neither plane has been shot down as far as I can tell. The top gunners on the P4s do a decent job of shooting those down, not nearly as well as an Ostwind, for example. Oh, I guess one of the planes did get shot down. Oh boy, now the tanks are driving across the ice. I can't see the targeting reticle for the P47, so I'm going to guess that FestiveLongJohns saw that and has gotten his tanks off to safety. Pioneer squad killed. Excellent dodge at the P47 strafe. There it is. Alright. And Festive is amused. The AT guns have gotten cleared out, so NorthWestFresh is going to have to be happy about that. He's recovered one of the AT guns. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get the pack. Just heard a plane go down, but no idea where. I don't think this AT gun is going to escape, although Ostwind are pretty rubbish at shooting at anything, especially while they're moving. Looks like the Sherman is coming in to try to rescue them. They can't get too close, however, because they do have their Panzerfaust. And the Ostwind are, Yeah, they're going to be forced out of this fight. I don't even think they're going to be able to lower this territory sector safely. More paratroopers upgrading light machine guns. See if they jump into this capture circle. Oh, just in the nick of time. And off go the Ostrom back home. Meanwhile, the center of the major is getting gunned down by some vetted up grenadiers with a stolen machine gun. And nice use of smoke there by NorthWestFresh, although he needs to keep pulling back. PGs do a little bit of damage, but are forced to retreat. Yeah, with no like nice green cover walls for them to hide behind, they're having a lot of difficulty. And there's the first grenade, as far as I can see, very nicely dodged by FestiveLongJohns. So clearly he saw the animation. Hides his own guys in the smoke there to hide the animation. I'm not sure if he did that knowingly or not, but it was definitely difficult to see that. NorthWestFresh has managed to turn this around a bit. VP is still very even as we're approaching 51 minutes. Oh man, one of the things about choosing to watch a replay that I downloaded a long time ago, I totally forgot how long this is. Bars available now for NorthWestFresh's infantry. What a strange choice. He's only got 2 squads of rifles left. He's got 3 paratrooper squads. It's not going to be able to put... Yeah, I don't believe he can put bars on them once they've been upgraded. I'll be surprised if he can, but I would think that he would want to save his munitions for, more strafes, more grenades, rather than just... He's not even upgrading his his riflemen with the bars. 3 echelons are pretty brave to stick in that fight. They could at least try to run up and a whack on the P4 with their frying pan stick thing. Pack and P4 moving up to try to engage. P4 is in really bad shape after taking a shot from the Jackson. It uses Blitzkrieg to back away. And oh, Sherman goes down very quickly to the... Oh, I love it when they brew up like that. Goes down very, very quickly to the Panzerschrecks plus the pack, and I think he needs to pull back. He's trying to go after this Jackson, but the Panzerschrecks fire at the wrong unit, and he's at risk of losing this squad. They're down to 1 man. They're about to die. Pack is getting cleared out as well. Losing the pack would be a shame, but losing those PGs would be much, much worse. Rifle squad dies somewhere. I'm not sure where or how. Oh, this is looking like it's going to turn to a bit of a Pyrrhic attack by NorthWestFresh. He lost a full squad of riflemen. He nearly loses a paratrooper there. They do drop a machine gun, but at least he can replace that with a bar back at headquarters. Jackson and Sherman though are in good say good position. They're in good health, so he could push up with both of those and start doing some damage onto these P4s and maybe finish off 1 or 2 of them. Jackson is looking fantastic right now, and the Sherman, can be a bit dangerous facing off against both of them. Jackson is rotating, it fires and misses. Not seeing this, not seeing the super cool anti-tank rocket. Well, not a rocket, but that's what it looks like being used. 65 kills on this Sherman. FestiveLongJohns is noticing now that he lost his sniper at some point during the match. It's a shame, but to be expected, honestly, at this point. And wow, in that last big push, NorthWestFresh managed to take his opponent down to about 100 VPs and got him triple cap there for a while. So FestiveLongJohns is now coming back into the map, trying to recover his territory. His army's still pretty big and still pretty strong, but he's losing his mainline infantry. And these Panzer Grenadiers are kind of scary looking, but they're certainly no match for example, the Vet 3 paratroopers with the light machine guns. They're mostly just God. They're mostly there as just soft anti-tank. MG42 is dropped. Although, God, they're just sniping dudes left and right with their bazookas. Oh, nice bundle grenade. NorthWestFresh walks right on top of it. And Pioneer Squad gets annihilated. It's trying to push up. He's at risk of losing these guys to a grenade. Jeez, how many kills have they gotten with their bazookas? I think they got like 7 kills just with the Panzer Shreks right there. MG42 waiting for the steal. Here come the riflemen to take it. Oh, ow. Ow. Maybe not. No weapon slots available. Oh, down to one dude. I can't really check to see what they have left. Getting shot at by the top machine gun of the P4. P4 looks like it might be changing targets to try to shoot at them. Oh, the P4 is forced to back away. Sherman plus Jackson plus AT gun is much too dangerous. New squad of paratroopers dropping into the center of the map. NorthWestFresh wants to end this game as quickly as he can. He has the triple cap going against him right now. Paratroopers land successfully. They may be able to throw a grenade onto this squad of pioneers. They're going to go for the MG42. They pick that up. Everybody's got the wrong weapons. Vehicle crew trying to come around as well, and FestiveLongJohns is wasting no time to start laying down some S-mines onto the middle territory point. There are no sweepers left for NorthWestFresh, so he's going to have to drive over that with a tank to detonate those mines, if he even knows they're going in. Triple cap is against NorthWestFresh. He's down to 143 VPs to FestiveLongJohns 85, with S-mines just going down everywhere. P4 defending the top, P4 pack, and another P4 defending the middle, plus the mortar. And NorthWestFresh does not have much time before he's going to have to make a big attack. He's trying to take the top, or the bottom VP. Catches FestiveLongJohns. He's trying to set up a railway artillery. Alright. That's it could be nasty, but it probably won't be. The railway artillery is incredibly inaccurate. But it is going to force NorthWestFresh just to back away a little bit. Now with no vision on the that territory as well, it's unlikely that he's going to get any hits. Well, if he does get any hits, I'm going to be sad that I missed them. I'm watching the mini-map instead of watching this fight. I would say the fight's getting very even, but the balance of forces is definitely in the favor of FestiveLongJohns. Ooh, big hit there from the Jackson onto the P4. The P4 is forced to back away. Pack is... there it is, over by the church. And NorthWestFresh is going to be able to take back this territory point, or this victory point into his hands. At this point, I think it's just going to come down to who can bring the most manpower to bear. On the victory points. I think, not a single machine gun for either player in this game. The closest we've had has been some upgraded bunkers. Paratroopers trying to make a push into the middle of the map. There's another squad down at the bottom. Maybe they can make a flanking attack and clear out this AT gun and give some room for the bar on the major. Oh. Give some room for these squads to work. Alright, the pack is cleared out. Jackson, however, is taking a lot of damage from the Panzer Grenadiers. The Panzer Grenadiers are forced to retreat, though. They're taking too many casualties. P4 is in really bad shape. It needs to back away. Before this AT gun fires off another shot, just manages to get out of range. Paratroopers at the bottom are starting to come up to reinforce the middle. attack is recrewed, these paratroopers should be able to pull forward and just throw a grenade on top of it. Put an end to its career. Where's this other squad? They must have been given an attack move order. They're shooting on the P4 rather than trying to move up and actually clear the AT gun, which is what they need to do. P4 on the ice getting shot at by an AT gun. The other P4 is coming up getting a flank on this AT gun. The AT gun's not in very good health. It could go down. It's a single shot. Blitzkrieg used to flank. Well, sort of. Drive up and explode the Jackson. And, oh man, NorthWestFresh's army is just collapsing right now. I don't think he knows where he wants to go or what he wants to do. Flood of pioneers coming into the center of the map. Grenade goes out on the mortar. Ugh. The paratroopers killed the mortar, but it's probably going to be the last thing they'd ever do. Just a nice little stroll around the backside of the church to get away. Sherman cannot do enough by itself. And NorthWestFresh's army is just bled dry after those last few attacks. P4 pushing up into the base, trying to get a killing blow off there, but at this point he just needs to get that final VP under his control. Maybe lay down some more defenses. Machine gun bunker over the center would be quite good. He's got plenty of resources with which to do that. He's actually got almost 900 fuel. I'm surprised he hasn't been clicking the redistribute resources button a little more frequently. And new Jackson in production. NorthWestFresh is, like I said before, not someone who just lays down and dies even when he's got his back up to the wall like this. Down goes I believe that's the last remaining AT gun in NorthWestFresh's army. Sherman is getting repaired. Mines are going down all over the retreat paths. New Jackson's almost done. Did the announcer just say we're bleeding points like a stuffed pig? Alright. The Major has somehow managed to get up around the top of the map, but he's not going to last against these. Oh! Against these S mines, apparently, but neither them nor the Grenadiers. Two squads of paratroopers coming to try to take the bottom of the map. There's an S mine field down there. The Shermans and Jacksons attempt to come out as well. Sherman takes a couple of big hits on the nose and is forced back. And I imagine FestiveLongJohns is beginning to breathe a bit more easily. NorthWestFresh calls a GG and surrenders. Wow, that was a pretty good game right there. It was some pretty hectic back and forth. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's been so long since I've been able to find a game that I really liked. This is excellent. Well played by both sides. And yeah, unconventional stuff for the most part, at least in the beginning. Got a little more conventional as the game went along, but pretty cool to see the Ostroupen plus sniper combo. I wasn't sure it would work without the without a machine gun, but it seems to do just fine. Anyway, that's it for now. Perhaps more in the near future? I don't know. No promises. Anyway, that's it for this episode of Hello World series. I'm ComputerHeat. Thanks for, well, hope you enjoyed it. ComputerHeat out.